Very good morning, dear parents. Welcome to Basham Aerospace Organization. We are a team of aerospace engineers here to give you an idea about aerospace engineering, which is also known as aeronautical engineering. Our teammate Akshay Sati is here to tell us about what is aeronautical engineering.
Hello everyone. I am here to tell about what is aeronautical engineering. Aeronautical engineering is the science of developing, manufacturing, designing, maintaining flight capable machines. These machines can include satellites, jets, military spacecrafts and missiles, etc. Aeronautical engineers also are responsible for developing and researching new technologies that make flight machines and vehicles more efficient and function better. Importance of aeronautical engineering. It is responsible for creation of newer, safer and more energy efficient economic methods for travel. They develop technologies from aeroplanes to spacecraft. Now my friend Sloka is going to continue.
Wait.
Before Sloka, I would like to tell you about aerospace. Aerospace specifies about two main things. Aero, which are flying vehicles such as aeroplane meteors, space, which are related to spacecraft such as rockets, satellites and missiles. Now here is Sloka to tell us about aeroplane.
Today I am here to talk about the working of an aeroplane. First of all, what is an aeroplane? It is a power-driven aircraft that has fixed wings and is heavier than the air. The air flows over them and gives them a lift. The working of an aeroplane is based on Newton's third law of motion. The aircraft is straight and flight is acted upon four forces: lift, gravity, thrust and drag. The opposing forces are balanced, which are lift is equal to gravity and thrust is equal to drag. As I have already told that the working of an aeroplane is based on Newton's third law of motion. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. In the case of aeroplane, they exert a backward force on air and air exerts an equal and opposite force of aeroplane. Now, I am going to help you understand better with this model. The lift is acted in the upward direction and the gravity is acted on the downward direction. The thrust and the drag is acted in the opposite directions of a plane. The opposing forces are lift, gravity, thrust and drag's magnitude of force are equal.
Here is our teammate Ritesh to tell us about rockets and satellites.
Now I am going to tell about rocket and a satellite. A rocket is a vehicle that uses jet acceleration power. Now I am going to tell about rocket and a satellite. A rocket is a vehicle that uses jet acceleration power without surrounding air and it delivers satellites to space. Now I am going to tell about a satellite. A satellite is a thing that which moves around a larger object, and there are two types of satellites: natural satellite and artificial satellite. Natural satellite example are Earth move around the sun, and artificial satellite example is it is an object placed into motion that surrounds from the body.
Now I'll be telling you about the working of rockets. In the case of rockets, they depend on the Newton's third law of motion. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. The action is produced by the hot gases flames from the nozzle end of a rocket, and the reaction is produced by thrust under high pressures and temperatures. The fuel, also known as propellant in rocket science, plays a major role in the working of rockets. They combine with oxygen and they produce thrust. This process of combustion is known as jet propulsion. Sometimes the thrust produced may not be sufficient for the launch of the rocket. At that time, solid propellant boosters are attached for it. When the fuel gets used up from the solid propellant boosters, they get detached from the rocket. And at last, the main part engine comes into action. After the fuel gets used up and gets detached from the satellite, leaving it in its desired orbit. Now I'm going to show you with a drawing. Here, these are the solid propellant boosters, and they get detached from the rocket. And this is the main part engine, and the satellites comes out from this end, and this engine leaves the satellite in its desired orbit. Now, here is our teammate Sujit to make us aware about the recent rockets and satellites.
Now I am going to tell you about recent satellites and rockets. The SLS C-57 is a recent rocket launched by India which has close links with Sun, Mars and Moon. EOS-6 is a satellite which was launched by OceanSat series and it's a third generation satellite. Now, Firefly Alpha rocket. Firefly Alpha rocket is a rocket launched by United States in Firefly Aerospace, which reached an orbit lower than the expected one on October 1st, 2022. Yaogan 39. Yaogan is just a common name used by the People's Republic of China to refer its military reconnaissance.
Do we know about the well-known figures from the field of aerospace engineering? Oh, I'm glad that here is my friend to talk about prominent members of aeronautical engineering.
Prominent members of aeronautical engineering. Abdul Kalam. Abdul Kalam was born on October 15, 1931 in India. He played a leading role in the development of India's missile and nuclear weapons programs. He joined the ISRO in the year 1969. Elon Musk. Elon Musk was founder and chairman of the space company. Without much formal training in the aeronautical engineering, he created and led his team in space. He took his aerospace company to NASA and other associations. Neil Armstrong. Neil Armstrong was an American astronaut and aeronautical engineer who in the year 1969 became the first person to walk on the moon. He was an aviator test pilot. Nambi Narayan. Nambi Narayan is an Indian aerospace scientist who worked for ISRO. He developed Vikas engine and other rockets such as PSLV and GSLV.
Aerospace engineering is considered one of the best fields of engineering because it has a lot of scope for jobs in India as well as abroad. There is no doubt for placement of jobs. Thank you for visiting our Basham Aerospace Organization.
Thank you. Have a great day.